What's up, world? I didn't know how to officially approach the situation. There's a personality inside of every single one of us, whether it's the good personality or the bad personality. But what I'm going to talk to you guys about today is the personality that I had from 15 to 27. And my friends gave me this nickname, and I would be doing them injustice if I didn't, bring him back one time before he dies. Basically, that personality that I have. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, hey, you shouldn't have multiple personalities because that's a disease and it affects us all differently and whatnot. But this person was who I was from the ages of 15 to 27. The nickname is emac. And I know it's a weird name to be called. I've described in the past why I got that name, and he was a pivotal part of my life, like I said, from the ages of 15 to the age of 27. And he's kind of disappeared. And I've been thinking about how I want to, make him be this one big end-all be-all of his career. And you may not call it a career, you may call it something completely different, but I know I'm talking about myself in the third person, but if it wasn't for him, I don't know if I'd be standing here right now. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have survived my 20s and even my teens, because he was the end-all be-all of awesomeness, and he deserves to have one last go of it. And everyone who knew me from the ages of 15 to 19 knows him. Everyone from the ages of 21 to 27 knows him. But there are so many people in this world. There's so many, friends of mine that have no idea what he is or who he is or things of that nature. And it's time to witness who he is and what he can do. We're already in talks of, making him the best last time that anyone will ever see him. Because this is starting, very, 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 very soon. There's a new chapter to be written in my life. And I don't know, that personality is not going to have a part of that next chapter. He, as an emac, wants to do this one last adventure, one last ride, and he wants to prove, not just to himself, but to every single person who does not know who he is, that he's the best at what he does. And you're probably all wondering, what is he best at? Well, he's best at, having a good time. He's best at having a few drinks. He's best about buying women drinks. Keep in mind, he is not a player. Some people classify him as that, but he's not. And I know I'm sounding like I'm delusional and crazy because I have another personality that takes over from time to time. But he hasn't taken over in 3 years. Ever since I turned 20, after my 27th celebration at FLB, he completely went off the face of the earth and just disappeared. And no one has seen him or heard from him since. But he's back, in a sense, for this one last adventure that he's been dying to have. And the only way to start it is to go to that place that it all started when he turned 21. But you could go back to when he turned 15, when he got the nickname. But 21 to 27 were the peak years of it. Not 15 to 27, even though I did say 15 to 27. But 15 to 19, he was there. He existed. But he wasn't that great guy, that great party animal. Even though he's technically not a party animal. And then when 21 to 27 came around, that's when he really kicked into gear. But this is his 30th. He's 30 now, just like I'm 30. We're the same age, because we're the same person, basically. But he's more adventurous than Eric is. And that's just all I'm going to say on that subject. He's raring to do what he does best. And there's one date in mind that he has. And he's going to do it. But I have to figure out some stuff what the plans are. But just keep in mind, July 12th. July 12th. That's, or maybe even July 18th or 19th. I'm not sure yet. But it's going to be sometime like the second or third weekend of July. So, just keep your ears perked, and I will give you updates on the whole situation when it comes to fruition. But I gotta go. You guys know the drill by now. Keep real, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.